Hello, welcome back to the sewer. I'm your host, Ratz Roltz. This is my co-host, that wet rat. Today, our topic is values and beliefs. What do you think of that, co-host?
What'd you say? Value and beliefs?
Yeah.
I think it's a very interesting topic, Rat Roltz.
Yeah. Did you do the assigned reading for this podcast? The heart is your wellness.
Of course I did. I got my handy book right here with me.
Wow, so prepared. So, our question today is, how are values and beliefs shaped? What do you think?
I think there's a lot of factors, like the home and morals and the way you're brought up,
Yeah, that definitely is a contributing factor, all of those. Yeah. So what about the characters in this book? How are their values and beliefs shaped? We can bounce off each other, give our viewers something fun for their, assigned listening. Because no one would voluntarily watch this.
Well, I know that Blount is a very he's very I got nothing, Sarah.
We're not stopping this. We're keeping going. It had such a good intro, so.
Alright.
Well, I'm going to start with one of the favorite characters, Nick. So, I think
Should we talk more about the beliefs and values, though?
For me.
Huh?
What do you want from me?
Go in depth, share your view. How do you think your values and beliefs have been shaped over the past years?
Oh yeah, me personally? Why, thank you for asking such a personal question. So, you probably can't tell, but I'm a rat. Mine has been based in a sewer, so I'm really crafty, I got tricks up my sleeve for when, the water comes raining and you gotta, scare Saturn out, like in that movie Ratatouille. My dad, he grew up really religious, really religious rat household. And, surprisingly, his beliefs changed quite a bit. And I grew up in a very non-religious household, so I do not hold any beliefs for, religion. Very open-minded,
So then do you think that maybe there's less involvement with the family background and stuff and, the culture, your, environment as you're growing up? Or do you think that as you're younger, you do learn that way, but as you grow older, your beliefs change, as you experience more things around the world?
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely, our values and beliefs can always change. Maybe, I don't know, I don't have an example, but, what about you? What are your values?
Well, I remember one that we grew up with was the golden rule: treat others how you want to be treated, which I think has stuck pretty well for the most part.
Yeah, the golden rule is definitely.
Yeah.
That's one that I learned as well in my fun little rat house.
But just like you said, my dad's side is very religious, but I'm not that religious at all, actually. Quite the opposite, but.
That's very interesting. I wonder, if it's more of a a choice to like, if you can like pick and choose which things you choose to like
absorb,
grow older.
Yeah.
I could decide that I don't want to respect anyone now because like I'm old enough to make my own decisions. I'm a grown rat.
Yeah, you know? You're a big rat. You're a big rat, Roltz.
All grown up. Yeah.
And new tricks without stopping for ads. Start a free trial of YouTube.
There's an ad.
Uninterrupted.
And now an ad from our sponsor.
I started the song over. Yeah.
So I think religion actually, it played a big part in the book, right?
Yeah,
The Heart of the Lonely Hunter.
Yeah, every character had some sort of like religious affiliation.
Because I remember Dr. Copeland, he wasn't for religion at all, really.
Yeah, he was
right?
some very interesting values. Like he valued like education so much that he forced it onto his children. Like
yeah, but because of that, his children didn't value it as much, kind of.
I wonder, like, that's kind of like interesting because
like maybe how it's brought into your life is also a determining factor of how you're grown to it.
If it's like
maybe having it less forceful.
Yeah.
And then remember that part where we got the little flash. Blount was talking about his past, where he used to be like a really religious follower.
Yeah, and he really.
But his value changed later on.
Yeah, now he's very against religion, and he went like so far as to like, I wouldn't say harass, but like not be very nice to that one dude.
Sam's. Yeah. The preacher Sam's.
So, like, if he wasn't valuing religion, didn't Jake Blount kind of have his own kind of god in a way? He viewed, like, really highly, let me see. He held his political views very highly, almost as if they were a god. Would you say?
Yeah, I feel like in his own way, his own beliefs were his own god, kinda.
Yeah. That was one of the main themes of the book was religion as self-delusion.
Yeah.
Every character had felt the need to create some sort of god or like a guiding principle to live by.
Like Singer's friend, rather than changing how he lived to better himself and become healthier, he just prayed to God every day that he would go back to being healthy, which it did happen eventually, but it was after Singer actually brought the doctor to treat him.
Is this Antonopoulos, that one?
Mm-hmm.
He had a very interesting, it seemed almost like he had no values or principles because he really didn't have any boundaries and we didn't really see anything that he held of like personal.
Yeah, he was more, well, Singer was like very altruistic with himself. Antonopoulos, or his name was, he was very like self-centered, the opposite of altruistic.
Yeah, definitely. He almost thought of, I would say, himself as a god more, not in like a I control everything way, but in like a he didn't really have any regard for any people around him or any like his consequences for his actions.
Mm-hmm. Which also showed like it brings up that Singer was kind of thought of as a god by everyone else in a way.
In
the way he was so understanding and non-judgmental of them. So they could just go to him to talk to whenever they felt like it, which is very similar to how people always go to church and like confess their sins to
or like
that one guy.
Talking to God.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know, I don't. But it's also like that dream that he had where everyone was looking at Singer and Singer was looking at Antonopoulos because he was like, it showed how Singer viewed Antonopoulos so highly that he like didn't care about the other people, and everyone else viewed Singer so highly that like they didn't care as much about other people.
Mm-hmm. And then how like everyone kind of changed after the god dies.
Yeah, like with the realization that
he isn't actually.
Mm-hmm. That they have to like live their life on their own. I feel like Singer really like helped them form their like values and stuff, or like made them realize it, I suppose, because they had someone to like talk to, like just bounce their stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
Come to think of it, Singer didn't really seem to have any values either. We didn't really get to see into like what
Singer's personality and what he thought. Yeah, because he was very kept to himself.
Mm-hmm. Like each character had their own view of him and like what they thought. Life, which made it very easy for them to like him so much because he really didn't have that much of a personality and like that.
He was kind of like that Pokemon Ditto.
The one that like forms into the other Pokemon.
Yeah, the purple blob that becomes the other Pokemon.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, and I think the funny thing about that is Ditto changes into different Pokemons because he wants to be loved. But in this case, it's because the others want to be acknowledged that they make Singer into Ditto.
Yeah, like they desperately need somebody to talk to, which means that they value very highly like friendship because they were so desperate.
Yeah, companionship.
Yeah, companionship, not being lonely, which is like the whole point of the story is that like your heart always longs for something. And they longed for the companionship that he brought them, even though it wasn't really genuine, I'd say. I'd say you couldn't really call them friends, because, I don't know, it was really one-sided.
Yeah. What do you think about the environment impact of beliefs and values?
I think that definitely plays a big part. Like, as you see in like Nick, she grew up with like all of her other sisters, like her older sisters and her older brother and stuff. And like seeing them do stuff, she realized what she didn't want to do. And she grew up somewhere that was like so poor, and she had to like her parents gave like rooms of their house away to like help other people. So I suppose she could have seen that as like self-sacrifice, which means she like highly valued caring for others, which makes sense.
Like her family and stuff.
Yeah, because then she went on to give up her dream to be a, like, I don't know, accountant.
To help provide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she worked at the store.
Yeah, she just like stood there and did like cashier work and stuff. Wasn't it like Woolworths or something?
Yeah. And the altruistic part kind of brings us to Brannon, Biff Brannon, I think. Because he really, he was really nice to Blount. And like the book always talked about how he would help those in need, and he really wanted to give discounts to children and like people who maybe lost a limb or just weren't in a good place.
Definitely. Almost.
Which like made him lose money, but he was happy to do it.
Definitely. I wonder what made Brandon feel that way. Like, he was always longing for children, like his niece, baby, and Nick. He really, really liked Nick and wanted to like take care of them. And I wonder if that was like stemmed from something like in his childhood, like wanting to take care of people. Like he definitely held that very highly. I wonder if his like wife could have kids or something.
I remember the book either said that he was impotent or his wife couldn't have children.
Which makes sense, I guess, because don't we always want things like we don't have, that we can't have?
Yeah.
Anyway.
What do you think of Dr. Copeland?
Oh, I think that he valued, like, advancement of Black people. I think he valued that very, very highly to the point where it overshadowed any of his other values. Like, that was completely his only focus because he forced it onto his children. Like,
which caused his wife to leave him and the kids.
Wait, didn't the wife just die?
No, I thought she left him and then she died later on.
Yeah. So, like, he was trying to, like, lift people up, but he kind of brought them down with his, like...
He was too forceful with the way he was trying to. Like, he wanted to get them to, like, acknowledge their problem then and now, but they needed time.
Yeah. And it's interesting that, like, Portia is the only one that will come visit him. Like...
Which shows that Portia probably values her family, like, a lot. Because she was willing to forgive him, and they even continue to get into fights, but she
always says that she can't afford to fight right now. Like, she really values, like, her family and her relationship with her dad. Even though her dad doesn't seem to value his relationship with her that much. Even, like, his other son, when he finally came in to, like, talk to him, he was, like, pointing out all the stuff that was wrong, and it just, like, wasn't a cool meeting.
What do you think about the reasons that people find it hard to mix values and beliefs, like, with other people? Like, remember when Blount and Dr. Copeland was talking? And, like, they couldn't agree on how to proceed further.
They both have, like, the same, like, they're both, I think it was, like, called Marxist or something?
Yeah, Marxism or something?
Yeah, they have the same beliefs, but I feel like because their values were different, they both valued other different things that they couldn't really, like, get a good collaboration because one of them valued, like, something more than the other one did, and it was just, like, their plans didn't match up, and they got angry because, I don't know. How long do you think this is?
I don't know. Like 10 minutes so far. So I found a website that has a core list of values, and I was just wondering if we wanted to like divvy them up into each character.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Have a fun little activity time on the podcast.
Mm-hmm. And while you pull this up, like, what's the difference between values and beliefs? Like, are they the same thing generally, or is there like a difference between the two?
I feel almost like beliefs are like the way you value things. I don't know. That makes no sense.
According to one website I found, this is how they broke beliefs up, was beliefs are the things that we hold to as being true regardless of whether they have any proof or not, which is basically religion, because like there's no proof of God, but people still choose to believe in it. Well, I think like ethics and morals has a lot more to do with values, and like I think that would fit into the value category.
Yeah.
Except the difference between like personal values and those is that ethics and like morals, they have a lot more to do with society and how society imposes those social norms.
Yeah. It's like values are like the rule book, kind of. And then beliefs are like instructions. Like,
yeah,
they tell you what you want to do, but the values are like the rules that you have to follow in order to do that. Like, kind of. I don't know. I was trying to think of a cool analogy. I don't think it worked.
I kind of get it, yeah. So do you have the list pulled up?
Where is it? List of, oh, okay, I found it. Our fun show of official podcasts. Oh yeah, okay, I found it. And the first one's like family.
Yeah.
So like we said, Portia really values family.
Mhm.
I think Mick does
Same
too.
with Mick kind of does too, yeah. Which is kind of strange considering she doesn't really like her sisters that much, but I guess it shows that she cares a lot about like blood ties maybe.
Yeah, and Brandon, because he really wants that connection, that like familiar connection. I don't know. I messed up that word, but.
So what about freedom? Did you think any of them valued freedom?
I think Mick definitely did, because she didn't want to like be like tied down to anything. She wanted to have like her own opportunities, which is freedom. Like,
yeah. Plus, she did say she didn't want to get married, which could have something to do with that.
Security. What is that? I don't know.
I guess feeling safe. Like you value feeling safe, like not being hurt of any sort.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't feel like any of them really had that.
No, I don't think so either. At least not as one of their top values.
Yeah. Loyalty?
Loyalty.
Well, I'd say both Dr. Copeland and Blount had a lot of loyalty to their belief, to their cause. Yeah, like they were wouldn't betray that. So
intelligence.
I'd say Nick again because she cared a lot about like school and learning stuff.
Oh yeah, she was a lot more intelligent than a lot of her family members. I remember reading that.
Yeah, which is why she had a hard time like connecting with them.
I was also thinking for intelligence, maybe Dr. Copeland.
Yes, definitely, because like the education that
he was always so frustrated about them being ignorant and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
What about connection?
I think all of them valued that, which is like can be seen in their in their like friendship with Singer and stuff. There are a lot of these.
I think it's at 102, which I didn't even know there was so many possible.
Just pick random ones for fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about spiritualism?
I think Portia valued that a lot. Didn't she? She always like tried to like talk to Mick about like God and stuff.
Yeah.
And she went to church a lot. Which isn't
Huh?
Isn't that interesting? Because Dr. Copeland, didn't he not teach them religion? And that was their mom that like took them to
Yeah, their mom taught them religion.
Which means that was probably one of her values, even though she wasn't one of the main.
Yeah, so they probably got that from the mom.
And because like that's not one of the dad's, Dr. Copeland's values, that makes sense why they like clash, because they have different things that they value. So like it's hard.
But the relationship between the two also kind of shows that even with different values, you can still kind of get along.
Yeah. It's probably been a while, right? I don't think we're doing this correctly.
I mean, we can watch it. Just send me the video or something. Maybe we should do like a closing statement though.
Yeah. Rats out.
Well, no, I meant like finishing points. And then rats out.
Okay. Like a closing point. All right. What do you think a good closing point is?
We could like summarize like how values and beliefs, there's a lot of factors that go into it. Like here, I have something written down. How like in the book, the values and beliefs of all the characters were majoritarily shaped by their family and their economical factors and just their experiences.
Yeah. Cool.
Would you like to lead us out, Rat Roltz?
Yeah, what do you want me to say my like rat thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Rats out. Wait. I can't find
We could be like